Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for an exciting episode of Raft Flipping Simulator 2021. It's an exciting new game that's been in early access and in development for about like 27 years. It's awesome. It'll never get finished. That's kind of what I like about it. Mr. Brian is here, Mr. Rated R is here, Miss Julia is here, and Mr. Chris is here. And anyone else who's out there watching, thank you so much for dropping by. Much appreciated that you could come. So just as alluded to a minute ago, here's what happened yesterday. I've clipped it up yesterday, and not only did I clip up my singing clip where I sang the farewell and adieu, I've also clipped up killing the Meg. That's going to be a nice clip on my channel, and also flipping my raft again. Let's have a look at that, because that is literally this is how it happened. This is why it happened. This is what happened. Don't know. Can we hear audio here? Yeah, we can.
Life is good.
There we go.
Shark dead. 30%.
Oh yeah, let me go play this for you.
There, cup of coffee. Life is good. Shark dead. 30% of the story unlocked in the game. What else can possibly go wrong?
And of course, tons of things go wrong.
Helicopter. It's a good Saturday. We can, to answer your earlier question, Jeremy, there is, sometimes you see these sharks.
I might actually, rather than having my own commentary, I'm going to mute my commentary and just tell you what happened here. This is cool. So one me should override the other me. That's kind of cool. So we just killed that Meg. We were just about making our way back to this big ass container ship that we see in the distance there, and everything was kind of cool. And Jeremy suggested, and this is by no way a reflection on your thinking there, Jeremy. Jeremy suggested, hey, wouldn't it be a good idea to save? So he says, why don't you get the bed out and save? And so the bed can be placed anywhere. And I thought I'll put that on my raft and chuck it. You have to kind of chuck it down, save it so that our progress is, saved. And what happens? The bed gets just put on the raft and the thing just capsizes. It's unbelievable. I don't know why this happened or how this happened, but some dynamic thing. So long story short, this raft is completely ruined. And this is not something we can now use again. The only thing so basically I tried for an hour yesterday trying to drag this to the nearest island. Luckily we were close to island number 10, so that's kind of cool. I can drag it there, and I can smash it into little pieces, and I will retrieve all the bits and pieces of this raft. So that is kind of nice. So I can get the lashing back, and I can get all the tires back and all that. So that works. But it's going to be a little bit of work before we get to the big ass container ship. So yes, that is what the capsized raft means. So I'll publish this as a clip at one point on my channel, because oh my god, that's just what was going on. So now I guess we're going to go and launch this thing. Crazy stuff. Miss Martina is here. Very, very good to see you. Good morning to Germany. That is very good to see you. Yes, flipped raft. But that was extremely funny. And Brian, I only read your comment yesterday when I made that clip and thought that is just seriously cool. Raft Simulator 2021. It's going to be a good game. So the plan for today is then rebuild the raft. That took forever, so we're going to keep doing that, and then go to the container ship, and then go back to our planting thing, try and make a gyrocopter, and hopefully, and perhaps even try and get that other enemy that we have still lurking around there, which is the kind of the eel creature there. Totally forgot what his name was now. Wasn't it Buyer? Yes, it was a Buyer. So we killed the Meg. Now it's about a Buyer. There we go. That is all the recap there is. Thank you for your patience, everyone. How are you all doing? Are you having a good Sunday? I'm having a good Sunday. I'm having a very creative thinking Sunday, so it's working out really well for me. Continue 1p game. All right. Continue picking up lashings while this is loading. Let me show you the map of the game. This is where the thing happened. The mech. This is the whole game world. This is where we currently are at island number 10. Island number 10, here's the container ship. This guy is history, the mech. This guy is kind of on our list to do. This is where we currently are, on our way literally from here over to there. This is where it all happened. So we're now here rebuilding our raft. As soon as we've done that, we will go over to here. And then I think we'll consult the map again. We'll go and have a look at island 2, because this is kind of a fuel still island, which is where we're going to make the fuel, and then we're going to hopefully make the gyrocopter and fly around for no particular reason, because really you don't need the gyrocopter in the game. Oh my. Do you know, Julia, I really liked it when we had this thing going that was when the chat went into one of our Discord channels. That was really nice. I don't know why that stopped working. It's just not working anymore, because I really like the chat and keeping the chat as well, because there's so many funny comments. It would be wrong for that to just, you know, go away. That's it. It's pitch black. That's all we can say here. Your raft has drifted very far away. It will be lost forever if you don't recover it during the session. What? What? Things, what, drifting far away? No. I don't think so. What's drifting far away? What? What? Can't be. Why would my raft drift far away? It was anchored here. See? There's nothing drifting far away. What is this thing talking about? What a bugged out game, man. Unbelievable. Whew. Yeah, so this is, you know, container storage. This is old raft, capsized, upside down. And this is new raft, anchored in place. Even though I must say it's probably anchored further away than I remember it. What is going on in this world? It's all about fake people and things. It's just not working for me. Oh, Rated R, thank you so much for the super chat donation. I appreciate that. Very cool. I love the one-up hip hop. Do you know, I think I said this to you before. Oh, there's some good lashing down here. Don't wanna leave that up to at the bottom of the ocean. I think I said this to you before. There is I've taken some of the old Mixer animated GIFs and stored them. So eventually, hopefully, they will make their way somehow onto my stream. I don't know in which shape or form yet, but somehow I'm gonna make it happen. Don't you worry about it. So look, I can destroy all these components of my old raft. My first idea yesterday was to go and literally just leave everything on the bottom of the raft and just try and build more foundations on the top of this raft, but that didn't work, sadly. So otherwise I would have just left all my container shelves and stuff as keel, essentially, but that doesn't work. Container shelves can't be destroyed for some reason, so they're just going to be forever upside down on the island. For whatever reason. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Isn't that an amazing quote? Wow, that is so cool. That was so funny. You can't specify a quote, but this was a random quote. Ah, oh, that is so cool. That is so exciting. Let's go and put another piece of the raft on our little on the raft. So I think I've made it in 4s here. Yeah, let's maybe keep going in 4s. Make sure it snaps into place. Mr. Jeremy, top of the evening where you are. Oh, look at that seagull. How you doing? Still working on things here. I'm still rebuilding the raft, Jeremy. And we just had a little recap of how it capsized yesterday. It was indeed hilarious. Very funny. Come on. Hiya! Funny that it costs me 5 buoy balls to make a piece, but I only get 3 back. We're not gonna worry about that so much. I mean, we're gonna make a smaller raft, so it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Can you now? That is very good, Jeremy. Do you know, that is a good point, Rated R. Perhaps we should keep it small and simple and navigatable. Navigatable. Is that a word? Yeah, but that's cool. I can, you know, I think a smaller raft is fine, and it'll be faster. Perhaps just one sail. Just make sure I pick up the lashing. So that was my biggest worry. Lashing takes 4 of these fibrous watsits. And of course, if you only have so many trees on the island and so many yucca plants and whatnot, not getting these lashings back is a serious issue, because even though you get the raw materials back, if you don't get the lashing back, it'll be difficult to then put new pieces of the raft in place. So, but what we have should be enough for... it's enough for one piece. I think I have more buoy balls in the other, in the box there somewhere. Let's see. One of those goes here indeed, and for the other one I need 5. So that means I need 2 more. That might be once underneath here. That's cool. That's nice. And then is there another one somewhere? I think it might be stored somewhere in here. Probably in something. Oh, there we go. There, buoy balls. All right. Yeah, so I'm thinking 2 more pieces here, and then maybe 2 more at the back, and then that'll be the end of our raft, I'm thinking. Navigable. Thank you. Navigable. Yeah, that sounds like a word. Sometimes, you know, me not being an English native speaker, despite the amount of years I have spent abroad, I still find words that I have never heard before. Which is funny, because it's nice actually that you think, ooh, that's a word, that looks great. What was the one I heard this morning? It's something with A and X in it. I forgot what it was. It was a good word though. I thought I must make a note of that. I don't really have a system where words are your thing. Awesome. I don't have a system where I can put things down, like, you know, new words that I learn, like a piece of at school we used to have that, like a vocabulary book. Don't float so far away. What was it again? Axiomically, was that the word? Something along those lines. I don't remember. It's a good word. It meant, I looked it up. It meant something like. It meant something like precisely, to the point. That's exactly it. That sort of thing. Was that axiomically? I don't remember. Apex NX. Yeah, let's go through all the words that have an A and an X in it. I like it. Very good point. Yes. Yeah. If your thing wouldn't be words, well, you can always become a gamer, professional, full time. Oh, there's another one here. Dude, don't leave me. Don't leave me this way. 4. See, I'm still 1 short. Crazy. That's okay. Hiya! Our new raft. What do you think? It's got that shiny new raft smell to it. It's not bad, I must say. You know, Canopy. That's the anchor. I should have really had. Maybe the anchor needs to go somewhere else. The anchor maybe needs to go here, and I need to have the rudder here. Unless I can put the rudder next to the... No, I think I can probably only put one... Yeah, okay, maybe we need to put this here, unless I'm here with the rudder. Maybe it doesn't matter. I can maybe be with the rudder. I can be on the side there. Oh, we'll test it out. Wilson! Yes, where is Wilson? We haven't found Wilson yet. I'd love to find Wilson. Corrugated shelf. No, that's not what we want. We want corrugated thing for the, you know, on the bottom thing. What's it called here? That. Corrugated floor. Yes. Corrugated all the way, because we need the planks. Even though I like them better as a floor, we need the planks to make container shelves. So I'm thinking 2 more pieces here. Where's the rest of my raft? Didn't we have where is that? Wasn't it just here? Isn't this where I demolished the rest of my raft? Where is all that? Didn't I have upside down container shelves here, like by the dozen? See, some of these things are still here, like lashing and more corrugated bits and pieces. I could have sworn there was a variety of barrels, and what is it with this game? Has it sunk into the floor now? Do you understand this? No, we haven't made a rudder yet. That was my next plan. I think I've... is it down here? What happened? I don't get it. What a terrible game. That's just... I was just working on this. You think they can't just disappear, these things? That is so bad. Okay, so we're gonna go live with a smaller raft then, I guess. And leave the 40 million containers over here. That's also fine with me. I don't mind. Man. What is going on around here? Let's make a rudder now. Yes, that's a good idea. Let's make a rudder. Jeremy arrived and boom, exactly. Let's blame Jeremy. That'll be the easy one. Let's just blame Jeremy. So, rudder. And we have everything to make a rudder. 2 sticks, a bit of cloth, and, you know, other stuff. Cloth, sticks. Do we have sticks on us? No, we don't. We pick them up here. And what was the other thing? Lashing, probably. Lashing, perfect. Alrighty. No offense, Jeremy. But that's just odd. I think this is Jeremy unrelated, I have to say. I like to make a canopy as well. And so what do you think? This is the anchor currently. I'm half thinking I should put the anchor over here and then put the rudder in the middle. Unless I put the rudder here, which I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be good. I think the rudder, no, I think I'm going to go and put this here. Let me go and get rid of that. Get rid of the anchor. Oh, good. What happened now? No, don't sink. What are you doing, you stupid idiot? That's terrible. Lashing cannot be picked up any longer. Okay, fine. That's cool. Yes, that is actually not cool, is it? Because let's build an anchor quick. As Jay completely ruins what he's just built over the last... Anchor, we need more stones. The stones are at the bottom. And okay, fine. So we need to ditch some stuff. And of course we need the building hammer, which is underneath all this. Oh, this is terrible, man. Okay, fine. Let me just pick up the stones that have, of course, sunken to the ground here. Okay, forget it. This isn't going to work. This is not funny. This is uncool. My raft's drifting out there in the sea. I need to ditch stuff and pick up rocks so that I can go and make myself an anchor. Oh my god. So ditch everything you don't need. For example, well, nothing. We need everything. Oh man. Okay, so sticks. Man, I mean rocks. Rocks, we need 6 rocks. Do we have 6 rocks now? Do we have 6 rocks? We have 6 rocks, right? Oh my god, quickly! Godspeed! After the raft, god damn it! Let's make sure it doesn't... Oh my god, what a stressful Sunday! That's true, you said anchor, not rudder, and I was about to make a rudder, but the rudder should go in the place where my anchor was, so I had to demolish the anchor, which of course meant that all the stones go to the very bottom of the ocean, into the infinity spot, which is underneath the game world. That's pretty much where everything is. And everything goes. What we need now is actually a storm, you know, with high waves, so I can't reach my raft anymore. Developers. And what I also need is a building hammer. I desperately need my building hammer. Yeah, I can just about see it. Can you make it out? Under all the the pile of garbage here that is corrugated whatsits. Corrugated scrap and refined hammer. All right, refined hammer. This is awesome. I'm feeling very positive. Let's make an anchor on the double. How to make an anchor? Oh my god, how to make an anchor? Anchor, there we go. Anchor. Anchor goes here. Perfect. I'm glad it stayed on the raft, unlike the lamppost, which stayed on the water instead, which was terrible. Right, lashing, perfect. Now let's make that rudder. Everyone keeps talking about. Rudder, we have it all, we have it all. Come on, let's make it. I'm not allowed to make the rudder? Why is that? Usually you just pick it up and then... Oh, because I need 2 sticks. I ain't got no 2 sticks, y'all. Okay, good. That is troublesome. Because I only have 1 stick. I don't have 2 sticks. I need 1 stick. More. Okay, fine. So obviously I could put the sail up, but that would undoubtedly bring me in the wrong direction. So I'm gonna have to go drag my raft. No, I don't have to drag my raft. What am I talking about? I can just go and put the anchor out, make sure I don't drift any further on this crazy ocean. And now I'm gonna swim back to the island and get myself one more stick. Happy place, happy place, happy place. Calm, composed. By the time we swim back to the raft, it's probably gone. Disappeared like the other raft that's capsized and then disappeared. Yes, serenity now! This used to be such a calm game. Oh my god, can you imagine? Your raft has drifted very far away. It will be lost forever if you don't recover during this session. What are you saying? Maybe this is talking about the other raft. The raft that I was about to demolish that then magically disappeared. Has drifted very far away. This is the third time I'm getting this message today. What is wrong with this game? In less than 500 words. Challenge. Less than 5,000 words. New challenge. If you can't make the 500-word challenge. Okay. Here's the 1 extra stick that we've picked up. Am I dying of thirst or anything? No, just about. That's cool. We'll deal with that later. Can anyone see my raft? I think it's that over there. It could also be an island. I'm not entirely sure. No, I think I see a sail. Being circled by sharks as we speak. Oh my god, I'm running out of stamina, of course. So this could take a while. When did we last... Do not bring up saving, Jeremy. I beg of you. Why don't we make a bed and put that on the raft and then we'll quickly save while we're in the middle of things. Oh my god. The save button emoji. I'd love it if at one point we could just have something like God mode in this game and then discover all the things that have been floating away and been destroyed forever. I mean, there must be somewhere. They're not just... Maybe they've been just deallocated. That could be. It's all just about units of memory that get deallocated. Hello, shark. Yeah, like people like him, they just go and eat me. You know, it could well be. And it has happened as well. I remember in my other game, I was getting ready to fight a boss. So I parked my raft, pointing in the correct direction, got everything ready, like, you know, waited for the correct time of day, watered and fed myself and all that. And I thought, before I set off, I'm going to go and save it one more time. And I thought, that's cool, I've saved it. Tried to kill the boss, obviously didn't make it, thought, no problem, I'll go and load my save game in again. What happens? The save game comes back, raft doesn't come back. So I'm there, no raft, no weapons, no nothing. And I was thinking, hey there, Beam Team, super nice that you're making such an awesome game. Rudder. Rudder me crazy, man. Hear me now, brother, we've got a rudder. Let's go back to the island and retrieve all other stuff, including containers. With the help of our sail. Maiden voyage, technically this is. We need the canopy as well, don't we? Oh, normality is about to kick back in. Never mind the scrap that I'm carrying. We'll turn this into a container ship yet. Permanent locker music, Brian. That's a great idea. And I should amend that. Get stream notifications if I remember to post them there. Sometimes on Twitch I have this automation going that at least sends something nondescript out automatically, but on YouTube I don't have that. And I keep forgetting to put these on Twitch and YouTube, on Twitter and YouTube. Oh my god, we have a raft again. That is navigable. See what I did there? I remembered the word from earlier. Navigable. I'll have forgotten by tomorrow, don't worry. But for now, I'm excited that I'll remember. Oh yes, look at that. The island discovery music is kicking in. This is good. Let's just hope that the myriads of containers that I have clearly left on this island at one point. Looks like it's not exactly here. Let's hope that maybe, what, around on the other side here somewhere? Yes, they're on the other side. Towards that big-ass container ship. Yes, Twitter for me more so than Facebook. Because it's just a little bit less bad than Facebook. Facebook is now 90% ads and 10% user-created content. And of the 10% content that users create, most of it is, check out my new project, buy my new this, buy my new that. And you go, yeah, okay, so it's adverts within the adverts. Instagram is just that bit worse. So it's not really for me either. They weren't always like that, I must say. They were not always like that. And Twitter is just less bad. On Twitter, what I like on Twitter is that I hardly ever go into my feed, and I only look at this tab that says who's messaged me and retweeted my things and stuff. So that's kind of cooler. Where are all my containers again? I mean, they've got to be somewhere. This is hopefully the island we came from. You know, I mean, maybe it isn't. We've got a light. We've got some corrugated panels. Should keep us company. Oh, good. There's a rock in the way here. That's helpful. Let's have this thing capsize, shall we? Oh my god, don't capsize. Also, don't go around a circle. Oh man, stop doing everything. Just don't do anything. Raft. Right, anchor just in case. And we'll find these godforsaken containers ourselves. There they are. So we were nearly there. That is good. That is good. It would actually make sense if we could just bring the raft just around the corner. I mean, we're nearly there. Oh God. Yes, you're right. That is what Instagram shows. I mean, the thing with Instagram is, and that's the kind of the reason why I'm on it, is because it is just so big and you make contacts that way. So one of the reasons why I'm on Facebook is because I do get contacted via Facebook because many people are just on Facebook. And the same is true for Instagram. They have a thing called the Business Suite, I think. It's a product by Facebook, and it lets you administer your Facebook and Instagram pages at the same time, so you can just have one interface and then post to both things without having to go into two interfaces that are technically related. And you know, the interface is of course terrible, so it's an absolute horror to use. It's like the biggest bloat ever. If you could, this is the interface that Jeff would write, you know. Jeff's a character in my story. I've decided to make it 2 comics actually. This, I'll talk to you more about this when I'm in a better position, that I have a clearer picture of what I actually want to do. But I'm currently thinking of having 2 comic projects. One is a kind of a shorter one that has one-off stories that play in the same universe, and the other one is more like a mythological story, if you will. More intriguing story that has a beginning, middle, and an end. Whereas this whole my character, this Jeff character, he's kind of a weird, non-enigmatic boss with terrible ideas of how to release products, and he would release something like that. He would release something like the business what's it. That would just be for him. That is, you know, that's how you can have a manager. That is exactly true. Yes, you can just have a manager and let Hatmouse take care of that. That's a good idea. So we have our raft back in a place that's kind of closely there. We need a canopy now. I think I need to take care of food. I think food's in one of my containers here. So we need to take care of that and a bit of water. And a canopy and container shelves, so we can take some of these with us. Der Felsenstern! Wie geht es dir? Sehr schön, dich zu sehen. I'm still dealing with the repercussions of my capsized raft from yesterday. I had to rebuild a completely new raft because, you know, that's just that's just how the cookie crumbles in Stranded Deep. Let's see, canopy is probably the least important thing, but let's build it anyway because, you know, for me it's important. One lashing and then we've got this thing going here. Lashing, lashing, lashing. And we don't have lashing here? We could just make ourselves a lashing. How about that? Lashing. Boom, perfect. Canopy. Alrighty. It'll be a little tricky because I need the same button to jump on top of the raft than I need to build this thing. But maybe if I approach it from here, I'd like for it to be here. Yes! Canopy above where I sit. So that is good. That is nice. I like that. I like that. Do you know, I had an idea how I can probably make myself 2 more pieces of the raft on the back here, and that is just with regular sticks. So I think it takes 14 sticks and some lashing to make that happen. I might do that. I might do that. But to shift things around here and to be all super efficient about this. Flare gun. Oh yes. 0% durability. Okay, that's not a good flare gun. Didn't we have one that had more durability? Oh, it's in the water, of course. Yes. Where I not that I put it there, but oh, that's also gone. Excellent. That's this is now known as the island of the flare guns that don't work anymore. Island of the lost flare guns. 50% durability. So it's now probably got 0% durability. Oh, good stuff. So we'll go and put that here. These are used up flare guns. Oh, ouch. Spare guns and ammo, rocks, wood container. And there's one with food, which is what we desperately need. Flare guns, wood container, corrugated things, food. There we go. Food's gonna work. Maybe large and a bit of medium crab meat, all smoked. Finest quality, I tell you. From my smoker. As you get older, 3 things happen. The first is your memory goes, and I can't remember the other 2. This is very good. Do you know, yes, Rated R, Jeff is somebody who's basically Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg, and whoever runs YouTube, all in the same character, on steroids. Oh, there's also rations here. That's also nice. Let's go. There's more rations here. I should put the rations together, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. And then label it and remember where that is. Spear gun. Oh, this is also 0% durability. So I suppose we can also put that on here. That's like, you know, the club of unusable flare guns here. And we're looking for planks and that. Perfect. Yes, planks and that. I might go and take 3 out and the whole thing with me. That is good. And now let's go and put fibrous watsits. That's completely empty. That I think that we're going to need with us. Leather and hide we're going to need with us. And then that we're going to... Yeah, perfect. I think we're getting somewhere. I think maybe these we no longer need for now. Green Hell, oh my god, yeah, it's on my list of things to try. Nate has played it. Nate's tried Green Hell, and for me, it looks like one of those games that would frustrate me more than anything. What's the Forest, Felsenstein? I don't think I'm familiar with that game. The Forest. That sounds good too. Maybe I should put that on my list of things to try. I'm going to put as many container shelves as I can on here. And maybe I'll start with these 2 spots here. I'd like to build it up in a kind of a fashion that is... What's the word? Oh, container shelf. That is... Brain, hello. Are you there? Are you with me, Brain? Come on, Brain. What were you just thinking? Balanced is the word I was looking for 10 minutes ago. There we go. Container shelf. There. That's nice. And then these things here, I suppose, corrugated stuff that I had to just ditch here. That can now be cleaned up. And then 2 more could go here. So it looks like we're a few planks short, but that's kind of okay. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. So now we can try and put more of our containers over here. These I might leave here. We're going places. I need to drink as well. I need to drink. I might just do that now. Balance doesn't have an X or an A. Yeah, good point, actually. Neither. Crab, how you doing? Take good care of this island, because I might not be here forever to do that for you. I haven't picked up fibrous watsits in a while. I'm getting withdrawal syndromes. No other games until the long dark. Okay, gotcha. I cap them. Here, these 400 sticks here, they are good for turning it into another raft panel, so we're going to do that. Drinkable coconut we might drink and also eat. Yeah, I should put things into my quick slots here. There we go. Only having 1 coconut today because I don't want the coconut shits again. Maybe I was chewing too fast last time. So there we go. Water collector. What, that's it? 1 thing? That's not a lot. Flare gun. All right. Oh, it's also broken. Excellent. That is just... God, the humanity. Gamification within the church. That sounds interesting, Brian. Put that in here. Make the water that I would have really needed a minute ago. Yeah, we'll come back to that. There are tons of other things that we can pick up here. I like that. Yeah, I think many services these days use gamification. I haven't heard of it in the realm of church, but that's a very cool idea, I must say. Yeah, so it takes 14 sticks to make a raft panel, which sounds like it's overkill. What have we got here? We've got 12. Let's help ourselves to a few more. That is quite clever. Twitch, for example, does that as well. Twitch goes and gives you these achievements, like reach so many this, so many that. And they're very small achievements, but essentially they're getting you on this path to monetization and partner and unlocking other things. And a friend of mine in the UK, when we worked together, Al from TWI, he said we were discussing this whole thing of why are computer games so addictive. And he said, well, it is in part because of the rewards you get and the direct visual result of something that you do, and then you get a result as a reward, and that happens in very small portions. And his opinion was, we don't really have that in life as much anymore. We have a promotion in a job that is something like that, but that happens after so many years. It's not actually something you can remember as a human being. You really need that. You need those things much quicker in life. Otherwise, you just won't get it. Because we're human. We're weird and complicated, and like to think of ourselves as individuals, and and stuff. Let's see if we can make another 2 raft panels here. Yes, look at that. 1. Good stuff. And now we need the other 400 million sticks. And then we're on our way. I promise. I promise. Now that sounds like wood we can chop. That's 4, that's 8, so we're nearly there. Oh, conspiracy theory, I like. And that was the forest, did you say? Sons of the Forest as well, my goodness. Good stuff. How many do we have? That's 4, 8, we're 5 short. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man! Come on, 1 more. We can do this. Yeah, I have to say, I think survival games are really my thing. I didn't know it was a genre until I tried Subnautica and really liked it. Now I do. Now I do know that this is a genre, in fact. That's 12, that's 16. Yeah, 16 is the right number. Okay, build another one of these things here, which don't come up in the quick thingy menu. Oh no, it's because I'm 1 lashing short, isn't it? And they still don't come up. Cool, no worries. Why would they? Perfect. So that's 2 more corrugated bits and pieces on here. And I think 1 more, which we will find in one of the containers that I haven't brought here yet. We're on our way, more or less momentarily. Oh, that flare gun could go in the flare gun's container, couldn't it? Didn't I have one? Duct tape flare guns, there we go. There's nothing in there anymore. My goodness, what a shame. Oh, there's buoy balls, look at that. That's another raft piece, together with whatever's in here, I think. In one of the containers, man, I don't know. Okay, that's coming with us. Flare guns and that's also coming with us. That's of course coming with us. Duct tape, yeah, that might come with us too. How much can I carry here? 1 more container. No, actually not 1 more container, because as soon as you put that away, you can't. Oh, this is terrible. Yes, Julia is very good at Fortnite, because she just doesn't play like a gung-ho hero. Julia always plays it safe, which is really nice. So that means she often ends up in the top 10 just because she doesn't go and run out gung-ho and tries to seek the conflict. She just doesn't do that. That's very good. I put that here. We need to find the tools and the water and the rations thing as well. That's important. Tools. Assorted, that sounds good. There's also the label maker. Corrugated things. Yeah, we should take that with us. Food, yes, definitely. That can probably stay here. Tools, there we go. Tools, that's what we need. No, not that. Oh man, not that. Oh, I don't remember what it was. That container, there we go. Drop that. That's groovy. Sticks, yeah, we really do not need that. We also don't need that. So it's like 2 containers full of sticks. That I like that. I like that. Container shelf, it says here. I don't really see the container shelf. It must be underneath the water here. This is terrible. If I were to attach my things to that, it would just be terrible because I'd never find it again. Assorted. What's it? That's empty. Tools. That's what we need. We also probably need the bandages, but we don't have the room to carry all these containers here. Yeah, I think this one might be an important container too. Alright, we only need the label maker to make sense of all this. And then of course there's the machine parts here. That's also very important. If only I knew... Oh, that's another flare gun. Also good. Does that need to go into the flare gun's container? Where was it? Am I holding it? I might actually be holding it. Cloth and tape. That's empty, isn't it? Assorted, there we go. So I'll take 1 label maker with me. Might as well take... No, I'll take 1 label maker. That's cool. And then I'll take all these things with me. I can't carry that. Dang! Okay, I'll be back for more containers. Oh, how do you pronounce that? So I know miscellaneous, which it took me quite a while to learn. I'm not afraid to say. Miscellaneous, but what is the... How do you pronounce the noun of that? Is it miscellany? What? How do you pronounce that? Yeah, this can just be ditched here. This can go into the flare gun container. If I have that somewhere. Yeah, like here. Perfect. Flare gun goes in here. Corrugated things. Didn't I have another one somewhere? I guess I didn't. Oh, there we go. That's the one. That, and I'm thinking that. Those 2 together, they'd make up, not a container shelf. Oh, because I need to make a thing first. And then corrugated raft floor. Perfect. There we go. So that's that. This container is just gonna float loose here. I might take the rations out and put them into the food container. Because we did have that, didn't we? Somewhere. We didn't then. Okay, good. That's... Why? I'll put it into the water container. That'll be good. There. Alright. Final check to see what else we might want to take with us. Also, we're going to go drink some water. And then we're on our merry way. Let's see if we can fix those pedals on the big-ass container ship. Finally get out of here. We're 24 hours behind. I tell you, there are some rules of pronunciation that native speakers often don't know. And rules in English often go out of the window because there's more exceptions to the rules than there are actually rules, which makes English a very difficult language to pick up. You'd think it has less rules, like endings of words are not in place like they are in other languages, especially things like Polish. It's very, very difficult, and you don't have articles that follow that. So that appears to make English a really easy language to learn. But the trouble with English is indeed the exceptions to the rules that are often, you know, tricky to understand for newcomers. There we go. Watered. All right. Save it. Just cut the louse of miscellane. Miscellane. But how does the Y fit in there? Miscellany? Is that it? Miscellaneous, and then miscellane. Oh, miscellany. Oh, I see. That's a good name for a character, miscellany. It's like misunderstanding. Miscellany. Look at that. That's good. I love it. Misunderstanding. Now that could be the intern at Jeff's office. I would find it funny if he hires her just for her looks and then never remembers her name. That is just so cool. Much like Felton. He always calls him Felton. He keeps saying it's Gavin, actually. You know, I have a feeling I don't know what it is, but the game, I think the game has some issues here. I can see that the frame rate is pretty, you know, terrible. We've just saved it, so I'm thinking maybe we'll go and quit and I'll come back to the game, because I think there's something not quite right about this. Sometimes loading it in again helps. Or of course, you know, it doesn't bring the mismanagement, yes. Or it doesn't bring the Raft back. That could also be possible. While the Epic Launcher is going to do his thing with the cloud syncing, I'll pour myself another cup of coffee. The game has some issues, yes. And with Cyberpunk, it's just so funny because that is not an early access release, because now we're too good for this. We're not going to do this early access nonsense. We don't need that. Oh my goodness. Felsenstein, yeah, the Among Trees, I've played that as well. I really enjoyed that. I think what was missing for me from Among Trees was the motivation. Why are we in the forest? That's a really nice game. I really like the pace and I really like the graphics too. But I was thinking, why am I in the forest? Am I just taking some time out? It'd be good to have just a bit of backstory there. Why am I there? Like in Stardew Valley, they do this really well, that in the beginning it is set up that you're technically working for the Joja Corporation, you're doing the rat race, and your co-workers are literally skeletons in the cubicles, and you have to get out. And you find this letter from your grandfather, and grandfather says, "Dear child, if ever you find you need to escape, here's something that I'd like you to open just in case. I'm leaving you my old farm." So I'm deciding, yes, that's a great idea. I'm doing that, and now I'm a farmer. So I think that setup is very important. And without that, I think Stardew Valley would be much less of a story. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to panic here. It's I've had this before. The game has some issues. It appears I'm wading through a grey fog, and you can just barely make out things. And that is, of course, all meant to be this way. Oh, why? I forgot how to fix it. I think you just go in here, and you just go cancel. No, you just go and save it again. Or sleep? No, you can't sleep in the day. Is it just you just go and save it again? There is... I've had this before, and I can't for the life of me remember how this goes. This will go away in a minute. But until then, we're just gonna have to figure out where did we go again? It's getting to a point where we have to acknowledge it's borderline unplayable, isn't it? Where's my raft? Is it that over there? I think so. I can't tell. Must be inclement weather over here. Mismanagement, alright. I'll check it out, Brian, thank you. I think that's my raft. How do we get rid of this? There was a way to do this. I forgot how that works. Did we have to go and just quit for a second and just go back in? That might bring it back to life. I'm going to check out Brian's mismanagement while I'm futzing for the 100th time with... Oh, that's mismanagement. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I can see her as mismanagement. I like the default grumpy look on her face also, Brian. I think that's very important to give characters a default look that has something to do with their character. So rather than just the non-expression face, it's important to give them a default expression, even if it's just a small one. Like, you know, if you're default happy or if you're default grumpy, I think that's important. Ah, there we go. Visually stunning. We're back, everyone. We can see now. Be good to get another drink or something before we leave this place. My God. This was literally an hour. An hour today, an hour yesterday, just to catch up on things that... You can never have enough of these, so I thought, while they're here, I'm going to go pick them up. Beds and containers. Misappropriate. Yes, she's also good, yeah. Inappropriate. I like it. Should we take a second building hammer with us? I think so. I have a feeling if we wanted to build that 25 days survived, yes, most of them wasting time doing nothing. Do we have a compass? No, we don't have a compass. I think we should have a compass. This one, perhaps. Food container. Let's take that with us. So we have a compass. Sticks we'll leave here. And there was one box of engine parts. Well, we know where they are if we need to come back here. We know where they are. I'm kind of eager to just go, really. I'm getting antsy. I want to go places that are more important than where we are right now. Island number 10 is an unimportant island. Then let's go put things in here that we can make again, like these things, and maybe some lashing as well. Can't put things away while you're holding it, of course, because that'd be too easy. And then we're gonna hope we'll find something exciting soon. So first of all, we're gonna go to that container ship, and I don't really know where it is from here, but we will see it. It's visually, it's easy to spot. All right, island number 10 is where things are happening. We're on our way. We're going to the big-ass container ship to repair the rudder of that plane that hopefully will get us out of here. There it is. There it is, just coming into vision. On the port side. Is that right? Port is left, starboard is right. Is that what you say? Yeah, masks, you know, I feel they interfere with how I can talk to people. I don't see their facial expressions anymore. I can't lip read anymore. Lip reading is an important part of my life because it just adds to how I understand things. It's always talks like this. It's really difficult to hear what they're saying. And I'm thinking, I don't know, was that a joke? I'd say, yes, maybe. It's difficult to respond to that. I find. Big ass container ship. I like the size of my raft here. This is good. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 more container shelves so we can haul stuff. But I like the size. It's also very maneuverable. I might try and put another sail on this. That is something we could have made on island number 10. Second sail. That would have been good to have, I don't know, somewhere within reach here. That would have been good. Ah! Island discovery music. Here it is. Oh, you're hearing impaired? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. How difficult is it for you to hear? Do you have a hearing aid, or is it something you can live without? Yes, no, that must be difficult. A friend of mine has tinnitus, and that is something that's just kind of a slowly creeping up on him. And he knows eventually it'll get worse, and he's managing it. It's okay. He can live without aids as of now, but it is something that he knows is happening, and it's you know, it's not good. Also, how long have you had it? That is also a very good point. Yes. It's the whole masks thing. I'm a big fan of it. It's it's annoying, but it saves lives, and it means I don't die either. So that's, you know, those are all good points here. A friend of mine from the UK, he calls, so in London things are very crowded right now, and he says there's so many people walking around without masks, and he calls them anti-maskers and deniers. And I thought those are great expressions for people who say, we don't need to do that, that's really not important that we do that. Isn't it? It's not to say that even with a mask you can't get COVID. Oh yes, come on, hiya! We've been here before. This is what they call the end game boat. This, for those of you who haven't seen this is quite a treat, especially if you discover this island by night with this big container ship here. It looks like there's nothing really to discover except for the thing that awaits you at the very top. And that, behind this door, is a plane! We need to fill this up with water, which of course I didn't bring for ourselves. So this is food that needs to be filled up. We need to fill this up with water. And we need to repair a few things on this plane so that we can get off this rock. And then, I tell you, very exciting end game scenario. Maybe we'll focus on that rather than killing another enemy today. So we need to do fuel here. That's important. Which reminds me, have I picked up that potato from my other island? I haven't, have I? That rotting potato. I should have done that. Propeller, engine, and rudder pedal. So each of these 3 bosses give you one part with which you can repair this. We've got the rudder pedal. Well, not quite. I think we can make it. We can just literally summon it. It's a difficult thing to understand, but there's this thing called the story thing. So like the trophy, I can just press a button and then I have it in my inventory. I don't think I'll do that yet because I'd rather keep that inventory slot free. But it's the same thing here. So the aircraft rudder part, I can just go and click. And now it is in my inventory. So there it is. This could be useful. Awesome! All right. So that can go here. Rudder pedal is now fixed, so that is cool. One thing ticked off the 6-point bullet point list. All right, that's how it happened. So you had a good life with stereo music up until that point, and then it impaired you. Oh, that's interesting. Right. So how does it manifest? Do you hear things quieter? Are certain frequencies missing? How does it work? Because there's so many different types of hearing impairment. So this was good. This is great. We can't actually do anything here, so I've had a look at that as well. There's nothing really that we can look at here, but it would be cool if maybe in a patch this tower here on the left hand side, be great to be able to explore that, find other goodies. But certainly we currently can't do that, so we've tried. This is the corridor that we came in on. That's the staircase going to the bottom. But this here is not something we can explore. Nor are there stairs going up. That is it for our container ship here. If we go literally straight north, we should come to island number 1, which has a little structure that I will fix the... what's it called? The trophy on. That'll be our boss museum. And then we're going to have a look at island number 2 and start making fuel so that we can, you know, put some fuel into this thing. That's the plan. That's the plan. So north. North, everyone. On the double. Eventually this maze of staircases does grow on you. North it is. Okay, where is north? North is here. Okay, good. That's perfect. All we need to do is keep going. If we're going in the right direction, all we need to do is keep on going. Profound is not a good word when doctors tell you that. Oh, okay. So actually this is good. So that's actually a really good case for playing games have health benefits. Interesting. Do you know, yeah, good idea, good idea. Turn that into a story. I think that makes a great story because you know exactly what you're talking about. So if we're going north from our thing here, then that could be island number 4, and on the right here, that could be island number 5. That makes sense, doesn't it? If this is island 4 and this is island 5. I don't know, does it? It does, doesn't it? Which also means we shouldn't be going there. We should go slightly northwest then. Let's see if we can pass that island on that side here. That would be better. Good word, I think. No, I think it's a good word. Texture of your work. I like that. This up here, that could actually be island number 1. So let's go ahead for that. We will see it because there'll be a structure on there. Notice, by the way, speaking of music and all that, of sensory, audio sensory things, the music is, that's another bug in the game. The music is still the one that we heard on the mystery raft here, on the mystery big ass container ship. It just doesn't switch back into island discovery music or anything. It's just, this is now the music forever unless you load the game back in again. It's nice to listen to, but after 20 minutes or so you get freaked out by it because it's, you know, it's just how the game rolls, how the cookie crumbles. That is a great idea. Brian, let me get right on that, because I think a bed you just dump on this little piece of thing here. That'd be great. Just have a bed here. Have a save. No. I like that these containers, so the thing with the balance is these containers and anything else, even a rock or even probably a feather if you put it on there, if you put that in without a container shelf, it affects the balance of the board. If I put the same containers onto a container shelf, the balance is not affected. Don't ask me why, I just work here. So that's why I'm eager to get to island number 1 so that we can put some more plank pieces together. We have, I think on island number 1 we have a plank machine, which is great, so we can go and make our own planks and then make our own container ships. But yeah, I think we also have a regular save point on that island, if it is in fact island number 1. And if I save and just load the game back in again, then we have the regular music, the non-freak out music. Because I don't want to listen to this for the next 45 minutes, it's gonna be... It'll make me agitated, like. Yes, exactly. Jeff would be somebody who says, hey, listen up people, I've seen the demo level and it was awesome. I had a really good time and I've already told the marketing department that we're going to have 26 of these levels in the final release. Oh wow, says the team. That means about 3 to 5 years of development time, because it took us 3 years just to develop this one single demo level. And Jeff goes, no, the game is going to release in 3 months' time. And the team says, oh my god, that's going to be... We're never going to be able to write that many extra levels in time. What we're going to do? You misunderstand me. We're not going to deliver the levels. We're just going to make the first level so mega difficult that no one's ever going to get past it. So no one's ever going to see the 2nd to 26th level. And that's just a Jeff thing to do. And he's just totally happy with that marketing plan. And say, well, this game took us a long time to develop, so it's going to cost us a premium. And there'll be like an edition for $120, because that's just, you know what, you're gonna have to do this. That's Jeff and his business plans. This is of course not island number 1. I think this over here is island number 1, where we're sailing to now. Because I can just about make out that structure on the left. Can you see it? That's the structure. That's where we're gonna need to go. That'll be him. He would have made that decision. Exactly. And so what I like about having these 2 stories is that one will probably take me a lot longer to write, whereas these kind of short sketches with Jeff, all I need to really work out is him as a character, which I already have, and then I need to have the supporting cast, like the Gavin character, the room full of robots and stuff like that, and then I can just have a 6 or 8 page webtoon that I can make faster and get started faster with this, rather than the larger story. I really want to take some time over, and I think the shorter Jeff sketches, if you will, they will allow me to get a bit of practice on the whole workflow thing, because it is just so technical. I've dug out ZBrush again yesterday, because it'll be an essential part of quickly fixing clothing in Dash Studio. And it works really well if you don't try to do anything, even for novices like me. It'll be really nice to just go and click a button, fix it, bring it back, and then render the scene out. But they've made various improvements, so I'm very excited to hear that. They now have cloth dynamics in ZBrush. So that's a new thing. I don't know when that came out. I've been out of touch with whatever ZBrush do. And so, but that's nice. So they have very exciting brushes that... They're essentially like Marvel's Designer went into the sculpting market, so I suppose ZBrush went into the cloth simulation market. And you can do simple things. It's not as good as Marvelous Designer, I don't think, but you can also do it on portions of your model. So if you have something that already looks almost like cloth and you say, well, that area I just like to resimulate quickly, you can do that in ZBrush then while adding touches to the sculpt. So that's going to be really handy, really exciting, if I work out how to do it, which is, you know, I'm very, very far away from that. But yes, that's good to explore that. I've installed the latest version yesterday, and in March they're going to come out with another version. Kind of glad I bought that 8 years ago, but it just goes to show this is how long this concept of making something like that has been on my mind. I think in 2006 or so I started thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make something like that? And now 2021 I'm actually at a point where I can get going here. This is going to be the boss museum. I think the first thing I'm going to do is save and have some water. If there is any water. Yes, there is. That is nice. Let's drink it all. And then also put some more palm fronds on for later. Now I'm going to go and save it. Jackpot Island, exactly. And now I think I'm going to go and just go quit and come back, because then we have that music reset, and I think it's going to be very beneficial for everyone. So now we're going to make that trophy. I'm excited to see the trophy of the guy we killed yesterday. That is kind of cool that they do that for you. So you kill a boss and then you get access to this trophy, and you can put the trophy on a wall and then, you know, admire what you've done there. I think for that we need a little wall hook. Day 26. All right, good stuff. And of course there's that plank machine here that will let us make more container shells. So that's the plan for doing this on this island here. Gyro parts, indeed, we're going to make that gyrocopter. And there's some engine parts here, that's also good. And container shells. We'll do that literally in a moment once we've been to our other island that will let us start making fuel, because that takes some time, and growing potatoes takes some time and all that. So, little wooden hook here for the wall. Let's see, first of all, let's make that trophy. There it is. Boom, trophy. That's it, look at that! The trophy of a shark! You can carry it as well, you can put it down, and then it's kind of upside down. It doesn't really... not really that good. But yeah, this is the trophy we're going to go and put on that museum there. So we take that, and we are crafting. I think this is what we need, a wood hook and a wood hook. So this is a wall hook and this is a standing up hook. We need this one here with just literally 2 sticks. Grab a couple of sticks, shall we? Sticks, anybody? Oh, tanning rack. Sticks! There we go. 2 sticks, alright. Good stuff. And then there's also exciting things like more fibrous whatsit, so why not pick them up while we're here? We'll need them all the time anyway. Oh, this is a good log here that we can probably use for turning that into a plank. While we have it, we might as well. I think we just go over here and go plank. Alright, fantastic. Wood hook. Is this a wood hook? Yes, there we go. Let's put the wood hook somewhere here. Isn't that how it works? There we go. Somewhere here. It's very pernickety. Let's put that here. Yes! Wood hook. Awesome. Got one wood hook here that has that lantern on there. Now, let's put our hiya! Shark trophy on there. I like it. Yes, I think so too. It'll be a feature at one point. Trophy. Well, let's go name the trophy. I think that was just, you know, the late Meg, I'm thinking. Oops. Oh, that's a developer console. We don't want to mess with that. There, the late mech. I'm also thinking this wood here. This is Jay's Crab Shack. We've renamed that already. We should have something like, instead of half plank wall, we're gonna say open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I can't do that. Open Monday to Saturday, maybe. That's cool. And then also, this is all Jay's Crab Shack. $5 admission. The Boss Museum. I like that. I like it. Cool. That is just very nice. Let's go and quickly save this and then go over to the other island, namely island number 2, in which we can go and start making our fuel, which is important. There, get some water ready, and then we'll be back. Minnie, how you doing, sir? Welcome to Raft Flipper 2021. That is what this game is now called, at least in my mind's eye. I had to rebuild my whole raft because the dynamics in this game are so bad that my previous raft just flipped over, then it kind of vanished. I was able to retrieve some of these things that I was carrying, but it is, you know, it is no longer the raft we once knew, the large container ship. Yeah, I totally agree with the fact that there's not an organic way of combining action with relaxation in this game. There's no ups and downs. It may be different in the version when you play the version that has nature threats. So that means you're kind of constantly under threat. There's basically no time to relax. So that is possible. That gives a whole different dynamic spin on the game. But I think also the other thing is that what this game does really well is that it has the whole story. Why are we doing what we're doing? So that's really nice. That's addressed. But I think what the game is lacking, that certain things that you build and make are not really, well, there's no reason for doing that. Like the gyrocopter that we're going to build in a moment, there's really no reason for us to do that. If we do it, we fly around and we think that thing's useless. So, you know, one of those things. You gotta run. Thank you so much for dropping by, for your wonderful super chat donations, for inspiring chats. Have a wonderful week. And hopefully I will see you next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for another boss killing adventure. Goodbye, Rated R. So I think, yeah, look at that. This is Farm Island. I'm gonna go and sail around the corner here and see how our potatoes are. Because we've been away such a long time, I'm kind of hoping that our crop plots are okay still. I hope things haven't gone dry. I mean, I've never been away that long. I hadn't planned to be away that long. Thankfully we have, what is it, 3 water makers? Oh yeah, that's that evil rock sticking up outside the water. Must make sure we're not bumping into that. And that's all our plant pots. Very cool. One tip I heard about Stranded Deep is that you must make sure you park your raft as close as possible to the island. If you don't do that and save the game, you run into the problem that you might load your save game again and the whole thing is, the raft doesn't come back, which is, you know, a bit of a pity, isn't it? But that's just how they roll in Stranded Deep. All right. What's happening? Spoiled potato, look at that. Everything's dry. Corrugated farming plot. It is completely dry now. Yucca. Oh my, it's literally, it's just dried out. Luckily we have the spoiled potatoes here. That is quite nice. Yeah, so we've been away too long, which is a shame. But it's also, it's not a major biggie because we can plant these things again. We have these 2 potatoes, that's cool. There's another potato on island number 10, which we could grab. I don't know if it makes sense to... water these things now. I think I just have to clear it and start again, which is, you know, a bummer. Machine parts we got here, that's cool. More machine parts. Here's our fuel still, and we could use the potato now to put that into the fuel still, but we needed to grow more potatoes, so that is a shame. So one of these needs to go in here. Corrugated farming plot. I think I have to clear these. I don't think watering this is gonna help. Let me go and pick up some water bottles. Tools. Oh yeah, I think I have a hole on the island still, don't I? I should do. Water, there we go. This is all empty. One, two, three. Sometimes when you're really lucky and it rains, it will just hold to water. Can I do that? No, see, I can't do that. So these can't be watered anymore. This needs to be cleared. But that's okay. I can water this. That's good. And then we'll go and keep watering that here. There we go. Perfect. Hole. Here's my hole. Trusty hole. Clear that because that's just rubbish in here. I'm glad it gave me the potatoes. That is quite nice. There, do that. Put that second potato in here. Go keep watering things. That's actually very relaxing, isn't it? There, perfect. And we're going to put more water on. Never going to run out here. Very good. Fibrous watsits. There's also palm fronds here. I'm going to put all my leather skins on here and see if I can find another yucca plant, because I do like that as well. I like having these things here. What do they call it? The fibrous watsits. And we have, I think, 3 natural yucca plants on this island, so that's going to be good. Oh, hello, giant hawk. How you doing? So sakura fruit, we could plant that as well. But we're going to focus on potatoes, I tell you that. Potatoes make fuel. And that we need for the gyrocopter. And while the potatoes are growing, we're going to go and see if we can build the gyrocopter. I think on the other island. It would be a nice touch if my potato would have regrown here. But I don't know if that happens. I think once you pluck a potato out of the ground, I think it's just gone forever. On the island, the potatoes that you plant in your plant pots, they remain. But I'm not sure if the ones that you pluck out of the ground on the island will regrow. We'll figure it out, shall we? Potato, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's weird. So the potatoes, when they're rotten, you can't eat them anymore, so you get sick when you do that, but you can still plant them and they'll just grow fresh potatoes. So that's a nice touch. That is a nice touch. Wood stick we don't really need. Weren't there like a ton of yucca trees here somewhere? Am I making that up? No, there it is. So go and grab these here. 4 and 5 and 6. That's nice. I'm going to go and grab the yucca plant as well now. It hasn't regrown the yucca plant. Fine. I don't mind. I'll use this guy then. Aha. There. Yucca plant, yucca fruit. I'll grab that. And then this is going to be the thing that I'll turn into another yucca tree. So we have more of these things growing on the island. I mean, not that we haven't got enough, but it's nice to just grab them slightly easier. It's essentially a cheaper way of getting fibrous Watsits, if you know what I'm saying. Hello, pig. How you doing? Pig's all happy. So, I think let's put the yucca fruit in here. And we've got the 2 potatoes growing. One is here and one is here. So this guy needs a bit of water. Perfect. There. Filling out as much water as we possibly can. Oh, pig's investigating the whole thing here. That's good. Oh, that's empty. And that fills up everything. Well, nearly. There! Perfect! Alright. Don't chuck it away quite so much. This is important stuff. There. Alright, that's all really I wanted to do on this island here. I think I've got enough... Have I got enough machine parts over there? Oh no, the other thing I'm going to do, because this is just an island that has a lot of palm trees, I might just chop some logs and turn them into planks on the other island. Or shall I do that on a different island? One that isn't... We might do that on a different island. Yeah, I'm going to do that on a different island. First, let's go back and build that gyrocopter. That might be fun. Might not be. Okay, I think lift anchor. See if we can go and turn around. By the way, it'll take 2 game days for the... No! Oh my god, don't do that again! I tell you, if this raft thing topples over one more time, I'm going to stop playing, because it's just getting in the way of anything that's interesting. I mean, we've seen how to pick fibrous Watsits many times. Be good to get the story going, you know? I think. Or is it just me? That's where we're gonna go. Make planks. So that we can have container shelves. And then wait for fuel to arrive. It's gonna be good. So yeah, my plan is to literally turn all the potatoes I can find into potato plants, so I can harvest lots of potatoes, so I can make a lot of fuel. That'll fill up the thing on the big ass container ship, and it'll also fill up our gyrocopter, and perhaps even a raft motor should we decide to build one. All of that takes fuel. It wasn't you this time. I totally agree. It wasn't you this time. It wasn't you. It wasn't you last time either. It literally was the game, so I wouldn't worry about it, Jeremy. You only meant well, and it was a sound suggestion. So sound that I thought, yeah, let's go do this. Brian, and I'm looking forward to watching, I think, the second part of your iClone series. I haven't watched that yet, so that's planned for today. And checking out cloth dynamics in ZBrush. See if I can make head or tail of it. Who else here has ZBrush? Anyone? Aside from me? It's one of those things that I bought that I thought would be helpful to have, and then I decided I've never really used it because I didn't understand the interface. And it's interesting that it just came back to me that the integration with DAZ Studio is actually very easy. And I've watched kind of a 1 hour getting back into ZBrush for those who don't know much about it. Yeah, flipped normal, it's about a 1 hour tutorial, and that really got me back into it. And they make a really good point about ZBrush, and that is that they say you don't really need to know all these weird options in ZBrush. And I thought, I'm listening, because I think part of my issue was that I was trying to figure it all out. But in reality, you don't need that. It's a bit like in Blender. You use a few things in Blender, and while it can do 900 million other things, you don't necessarily need to use them unless you want to. And I thought that was kind of a good place to come from, so that they said, look, ZBrush has about 100 brushes that come with it, but you only ever need to really use 5. And I thought, okay, that makes learning a lot easier. Once you know those, it is good at what it can do and what I can grasp. And the rest, well, it has that, but is it really necessary to understand that? And the answer is no. And that's a really good place to come from, I think. So hence I'm giving ZBrush another chance, especially looking at the cloth dynamics. That sounds like a very interesting idea. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear if anyone else has ZBrush and is using it, not using it. I know Chris has ZBrush, and he bought it like decades ago, what feels like decades ago, and still gets the latest updates, which is a really nice thing. So I think, had it been Marvelous Designer, I don't think I would have ever upgraded ZBrush, because I'm thinking, well, but since I can still use it and I still have access to all the funky upgrades, that's really helpful to me. There. Fibrous lashes, fibrous leaves, and lots of them. Now let's go make that gyrocopter. Not that we have anything to fuel it with, mind, but we have a gyrocopter, and that is kind of cool. I mean, hopefully we'll have a gyrocopter at one point. How do we make this thing again? That'll be under vehicles. I think it's this thing here, Gyrocopter Base, Gyrocopter Seat, Gyrocopter Motor, Cockpit, and Rotors. Well, Gyrocopter Base is easy because all that takes is a gyrocopter part. And I think we have them in here, don't we? Gyrocopter parts, perfect. 3 of them, aha! This is a good place, isn't it, to build the gyrocopter. This is where that shall happen. I'm thinking. Gyrocopter. 1 base, check, let's make that happen. That was easy. It's all coming together, I tell you that. Let's make the seat. The seat, I suppose, snaps into place like so. Yep, that's nice. Awesome stuff. Almost looks like a flying machine already. Day 26! How exciting. What else we're making? We're making a Gyrocopter Cockpit and rotors. Okay, rotors require 1 of these, which I already have, and then one of them black boxes things here. That thing here, maybe. Perfect. That makes the rotors. Alright. That, of course, is not available in the quick craft menu. Rotors, like this. Alright, look at that! Isn't that amazing? That is just so cool. Great. Alright, what else do we need? We got a seat. We got the cockpit. No, we don't have the cockpit. Cockpit is another one of those black boxes. The motor. That requires one of those red things a thing with a thing and another thing. Probably one of these and one of these. That's kind of all we have right now. And then one of those red things. I don't know, do I have that somewhere? I may have that somewhere. Might have that with me on the raft. That's food. That is also not that. Glad that we don't need lashing for all these helicopter parts or gyrocopter parts. Do I have any gyrocopter parts? Oh yeah, there we go. Is it that? No. Man, we don't have that red thing. What a shame. Maybe we need to go back to island number 10 and pick it up, because that's where we had all these things. So unless we happen upon one somewhere else, we can't build that yet. But that's okay, we don't have fuel anyway, so what else is there aside from that? There's the Gyrocopter Cockpit. Oh, that's another one of those black boxes. I don't think we have a spare black box either. Okay, well, no worries. I suppose we'll go and see if we can find more of them. First, let's put these things back from whence they came. Do we also not have... Oh no, we've got all the gyrocopter things, that's that. Let me go and fell a couple more of these palm trees so we can make more... We can make more... planks, so we can store more containers, or make more container shelves rather. Oh, what a scam! 3 out of 6 just ditch into the bushes, never to be seen again. Come on, you. There we go. Palm tree. Okay. Whoa! Did you see it jumping out? So funny. So that's one whole container shelf there. In fact, it's more than one container shelf. I love it. Because there's more luggage here. Oh, can't pick those up anymore. Okay, no worries. Can't even store my axe somewhere else. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Oh, look at that. That's lucky, isn't it? Found a bird in my bird snare. All right. That is cool. We'll ditch that over here. Turn these things into a plank. Yes. Good, you put the planks here, and also I think maybe declutter some of the things we're carrying. So that's probably good for here. Well, that's good for drinking. And then the hole, yeah, I shouldn't really take the hole with me. Must remember to pick that up next time. Building hammers can go here, and I suppose that can also go here. Perfect. All right. Pick up more logs that were pre-cut somewhere. Where was that? Somewhere here, I just don't know, I don't remember where. Ah, here. Perfect, that's 3, so that's 3 planks. And I think we already made 1, and we have 2 planks on our raft, so those together will make 2 container shelves. I love it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Perfect. We take that. I need a building hammer, of course. Very important. Thank you, Julia. That is very nice. Always good to see the bot in action. Yeah, I think I might make them here and there so that we can keep it level out here. So... Container shelf. Check. I like that there was already a container on there. That is nice. Container shelf. Oh, what? We don't have 3 more? I only have 1? Oh yeah, because 2 of them are somewhere in here, aren't they? Planks and that. Yes, perfect. Another one. There we go. So that means these 2 guys, they can now go on here. And now we have more room to pick other things up. So that's all good. I like that. I like that. Let's have a quick nosy on other islands we may just go to and see if there's a potato there and all that. So we're on island number 1 right now. And this is where we're farming. So we could just go over to these 2 islands and explore wrecks and see if there's a potato and make sure this is all going well. And see also if we can find these 2 more parts that we need for our gyrocopter. I think that's good. I think we can just about at least make it to 1 island. Just go to the west and see if we can get to this island. I like that. I like that. All right. We have a plan. We're back on track, everyone. I like it. See if that gyrocopter will become reality at one point. Water. I'll pick these things up and just fill them up for a long journey. Oh, also I wanted to grill the bird here. That's a good idea. Let's go take the bird. Hiya! We need to skin him as well. Grab my knife. Get a little fire going here. Little barbecue. Might even smoke him. There we go. And seagull, we're just gonna go chuck him on the ground.
Oh, gross.
Oh, gross. And put the meat onto the smoker until it cooks, which is nice. And meanwhile, should we take these containers with us here? We don't really need to do that, do we? We're going to find lots of other containers elsewhere, so I think I'm not going to take them with me. I wanted to fill up the water so we have something on our long journey, since we have it looks like I drank enough, but this thing is kind of full, so there. And of course I need to be in the shade. Oh, it's all terrible. Small seagull meat, not quite cooked yet, but hopefully will be cooked in a moment. Yeah, maybe one last look at the boss museum. Look at that. We've killed him. So my plan is to have a trophy of all these guys in here. So there'll be 3 people in total, and it's a good boss museum. Meantime, we can have a little shade session here while we head out west. Let's see what happens on yet another island. So those aspects are really nice about the game. But like the gyrocopter is more or less like a white elephant. You spend time building it and then you think, well, now what am I going to do? Because the range is severely limited with the fuel. Ah, cooked. Thank you. Extinguish fire. Hike it out of here. Oh, I think maybe we should take the hole with us. At least leave it on the raft. 2 refined hammers and a label maker. Yeah, I'm gonna take that with me as well. I need to cool down. Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. We'll work on that. Which way is west? This way. So that's where we need to go. Oi, Raft. We need to go that way. Brian, what are your plans for today? Is there going to be another video being recorded today? And how is Maud and Mittens coming along? West. So this is island number 2, and beyond that is probably an island we've never been to. That's my plan. To land there, to the west. While we're sailing, I think I might just put some of these things away. Like there's a water thing here. Water. That can go there. The label maker. Why is it in the thing that... Why would it be in the thing that says planks and that? I'm not sure. There's a tools thing, which is here. Tools like that, and the knife, and probably the hole. There we go. That's good. That's cool. Ah, the one about animation. Oh yeah, exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing just the tools in action. That would be really good to see that in iClone. Yeah, west. So we sail past that island, we go to this one here. If ever we find it. I mean, we're looking at it. That's island number 2. Is that the one? That'll be the one. Did you watch my video about how you can display properties in Dash Studio on the timeline? That's just one of those things that just never occurred to me up until fairly recently. So it's not obvious. Apparently, it's one of those things. So it's good to know that it's there. If you're ever missing any keyframes, just switch the little drop-down menu to all as an other, and that then this is everything that could be animated, light values, camera values, and all that. It'll be, yeah, watch it. It's just a nice thing to know that it's there, and then all of a sudden Dash Studio appears in a completely different light. It doesn't make up for the fact that when you want to delete a keyframe, you selected the keyframe, you press delete, the figure disappears. Obviously not the user experience we're looking for. Basics like that. They're still not addressed, but hey. Do you know, yeah, I wouldn't worry about the length of the video. I mean, the good thing is YouTube have introduced these chapter points that you're using, and I think that's just a marvelous way to get people into positions in a longer video. I get comments like that all the time. Your videos are your intros are too long, and your videos are too long. Well, watch a different video then. What are you going to do? I don't do short, you know. Other people do that much better, but yeah, chapter points are good, and animation is a complex topic. There's really no way to cover that in less than 10 minutes, so... There's also the other thing I advise people to do if they find my videos too rambly or too long. There's this little gear icon on the player that lets you speed the video up, so you watch it in time and a half or 2 times even, and then sometimes that's enough to browse through streams and get the gist of it, especially when the subject matter is just going on quite a lot. So yeah, that delete thing is killing me as well. It's not good. And I don't think there's any way around it. And it just goes to show Dash Studio is just the timeline, the animation features, it's just not a native feature. It's bolted on, crumbed on, made to look elegant, sold as a feature, and then you think, yeah, well, I should have really built that in. You know, it should have. If animation is so important to you, you just gotta make sure that it doesn't suck, essentially. Yeah, no, absolutely. Take your time. I think if people think it's too long and elaborate, well, fine. Watch a different video. Good luck, you know. TLDR, yes, absolutely. That is such a cool acronym, and everyone's like that. And you know what? This is literally the Instagram generation who's thinking. This thing about Ton, who was trying to give this bike mechanic his website that he says, now I'm not really on Instagram, but you can check out the website blender.org that pretty much has everything. And the guy quite clearly says, well, if it's more than one sentence that I have to read, I'm out. I just can't deal with that. This is too much. I'm too busy for that. And you go, okay, fine. So the TLDRs, you really have to have a picture with a speech bubble, and that they understand. And that's really, that's as much time they have as well to learn new things, about 4 seconds. And if it doesn't sink in those 4 seconds, well, then, you know, that's just not my topic. And you go, wow, good luck learning complex things. Because that's impossible. Oh crap, hey, how you doing? All right, new island, new possibilities. New rocks. Tons of rafts to explore. We came... Oh, nice, thanks. That's really, really helpful. We came from the east. Not so much from... Yeah, no, actually, this is the island that we can probably pinpoint. Let me go and put some things together here. Wasn't there a stone a minute ago? Was there a rock? There it was. Rock. Oh, there's another rock here. Perfect. So all I need is a crude fishing spear. I might have that on board the ship here. Or don't I? It's just a crude fishing spear. That wasn't anything particularly special. Could probably just go and eat while we're here. Yes. Or I just grab myself this stick here. That's also fine. I just want to make sure I name the island. Which was here, wasn't it? That was the island, was it? That was east, yeah, perfect. So point this east and say, together with that, to island 2, number 2, and this then here, that's going to be an interesting one. What island is this going to be? So this is it here. We have gone all the way to 11, so that means let's go and copy 2. And make that number 12. Haha! This is island number 12. This is island number 12, where we shall be diving for booty, starting maybe with this here. Container, ooh, look at that, machine parts, always good. That's fantastic, and duct tape and all the good stuff is here. That's just gonna go straight on that container shelf. But there's also more things like this here. Let's have a look at that. Stir your chili. Oh, it's going to be chili at Brian's place for sure. I like the expression millennial repellent content. That is very good. Oh, what container with things in it that most of them we don't really need. Actually, none of them we need. We're going to leave that container down here. More raft base material. Could do that. Ooh, that's nice. That's what we need, actually, to make that... to make our... Can't breathe. It must go to the surface. Ah! Ooh, look at the stars. Is that something? No, that's not something. Duct tape's good. That crude spear probably doesn't really matter. We don't really need to worry about that. But that machine part, that was certainly a key element in getting that helicopter built. More importantly, of course, is there a potato on this island? And if not, that's also perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look through this island here, and then I'm gonna go back to island number 2 and save my game, and then we're gonna pick it up next week here. But quick round over the island. I think that's gonna be interesting. Ooh, what's this? It's a shack. Can we find Wilson? Is Wilson here? Only some lashing. Can't even carry anything anymore. Poor little non-survivor. He didn't make it. Aww. What is TLTL? What is that? And MRBD. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Ah, corrugated thing. Oh, this is nice. I'm gonna go and totally pick this up when I have some space here. Corrugated things. There's lots of good things on this island here. Very good. A bit of hover lashing. That's also nice. Hiya! Oh, cool. I'm gonna go and have a look at that. Longmire is really nice. Longmire I really enjoyed. Totally enjoyed the Longmire. And then we have duct tape. Wasn't there? There was a thing for that, wasn't there? Sure, there was a duct tape worthy. There's a duct tape worthy thing. I think these are also going to go just in here. That torch I think we can just go and leave. Duct tape. I could have sworn. Wasn't there duct tape? There it is. Duct tape. Oh, I see. It doesn't fit in there. Ooh. That is not so good. Let's go and take these out, put duct tape in, and then put those things up in here. And not corrugated things we need for later. These are tools that we need. Planks and that. It's going to be just an empty container here, like this one here, that has already got some things in. I like it. So that can be for machine parts. Flare guns can go in here, and then there was the duct tape container. Ah, locker music all the time. And this was the one with machine parts. Perfect. Let's go label that so that Jay remembers what's actually in here. Millennial repelled by design. Ah, too lazy to learn. Ooh, I love it. Miss Julia, those are good words, I gotta say. Very good words. Those things we don't need. We're gonna go and chuck those over here. Technically we don't need the label maker with us either, so I'm gonna go and put that maybe into the corrugated thing. Alright. Speaking of corrugated stuff, let's pick that up. And then this container here, of course. Whoa, what was I walking up there on? Crazy. Be all efficient about this. It's also lashing and a drinkable coconut. That's a nice touch. How are we doing water-wise? We could probably just go and drink that. And also eat that. I'm sure it's only been here for like half a decade, so it's half a century maybe. Delicious. Thank you, Mr. Skeleton Man. You haven't seen Wilson by any chance, have you? Wilson! And he is in this game. I don't know if we're gonna find him, if we're gonna meet him. Apparently he's called Woody. Wow, look at that. I'll drop this and lashing here so we can go and investigate this massive raft over here. Raft. Wreck, I keep saying raft. I mean wreck. This is gonna be a biggie. And it's important to investigate these things in the middle of the night. Because during daylight, this would all make too much sense. Ah, look at that. All the good stuff's in here. I love it already. Machine parts is what we're really looking for, because that means we can finish building that gyrocopter. Lanterns, you can never have enough lanterns. Or label makers. Ah, totally can't pick any of these things up anymore. Leather, I think we have enough of. Is there an English word for a ship's kitchen? I know we have a special word for that in Germany, but I don't know if we have one in English. I think I've asked that before. Mess, yes, exactly. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I've asked that before. Yes, so the mess hall is where you eat, and the mess, is that the thing where the food is prepared? Is that how it works? Wow, there's buoy balls, lots of machine parts. We can't carry anything anymore, so I'll go and ditch what I have. Come back later. Oh, come on. Good voice acting work there. I should sell that. That's a good idea for a voice library. Random sounds that the game character makes. But it really brings this to life. I'm not climbing up here because I'm never getting down again. No matter what's up there, it can't be that difficult. It can't be that important. Whee! Whoa. Oh, the mess is where they eat. So the mess is the same as the... Oh, it's kind of the similar principle to mess hall, is it? Galley! Ah, that's the one. Galley, look at that. It's a galley. All right, thank you for clearing that up. Another mystery solved, eh? Do you know those, what are they called? The flare guns? They don't last as long as they used to, do they? Hot mess. That is also a very good expression, I must say. The hot mess. Machine parts. We need one more container with more machine parts. Is there corrugated things? Yes. Yeah, so jerry cans I think we already have in the duct tape container. No, they're not there. They're somewhere. There they are. So that can come out, and then the jerry cans, they can go in here. And these two things, well, we're just going to go ditch that here until we have... Oh, that's nicely stacked. Until we have another container that we can bring over. How we're doing. Could do with some water. Which was where again? Water, there it is. How's my food doing? Yeah, food's okay. Food's okay. There, food reserves, water reserves have been depleted. Perfect. Let's get back to work here. It is not what I said. Jeremy cans, I like it. Jeremy cans. So this is a huge ship. I don't think I'm going to pick any more raft pieces up because I think I'm happy with the size of my raft. So the tires, buoy balls and all that, I'm going to leave that behind. Oh, hello. Yes, please. That's nice. That's a fake container. Contains nothing. Isn't even up-pickable. Oh yes, this could be interesting. I know this layout well. It goes deep down into the darkest dungeon. Sometimes you get out of these things. Sometimes you're just gonna have to swim back as fast as you can. Oop, this wasn't the way, evidently. Well, I'm gonna have to chance it and see if no! Oh, don't do that! Oh, I've died! Oh, that's a pain. I was just gonna check if I had an air container in one of my things there. Oh my, that is uncool. What a sad, tragic end it was for us. And then of course you have to load in the previous game to get back into it. Well, one of those things. I think this is a good ending. I've died. That is just so terrible. I've died. Hey, no problem. I'll pick up the last save point. We haven't really done much. We've just gone to that island. We've named the island. We've did some exploring. What a shame. I'm gonna have to go do all of this again. But hey, I think I will next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to join me because I don't want to be on my own. Thank you so much for your help and your company. It was my pleasure having you. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Saturday. Take care. Bye bye.